Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome again to Conversations with PJ, a leader's chase for authenticity. I'm Paulette Sterling, a global leadership professional. And again, I want to thank you for coming on and just listening to what I may have to say. So last time we were here, I spoke to you about personal transformation journey and 4 struggles that sometimes we encounter while on that journey. I also promised you that I was going to give you a little bit into my own personal journey and what it has been going like and look like. So, if you recall, the 4 struggles that I mentioned that could come up while someone is on a personal transformation journey, in particular, a leader that's on a personal transformation journey. 4 things. 1, self-denial. You may face that sometimes. The second one was walking the talk. Third was trusting others. And the 4th one was territorial tendencies. So over the years, the one that I struggled with and had to work through out of those 4 was trusting others. Now, I suppose it happens reflexively with so many of us, and we do not even realize it. We put up barriers, we put up walls, we get suspicious when someone may in the past, or a process, or even a fellow leader betrayed us, or we feel that we were betrayed by them, or something that we put our trust in just never turned out the way we wanted. And so we begin to get suspicious and not necessarily take every perspective at bay, or we keep it at bay. So that is not going to work, and that never worked for me. What I find is that you're going to have to take it all in and immediately sieve out all the ones that you know are definitely not worthwhile even listening to. But the majority, you're going to take it in, reflect, as I did, and decide, how am I going to use it for my good? The second thing I want to talk about as it relates to some insight into my journey is mastering my environment. For years, I did not do this. I allowed my environment to master me. You see, that doesn't work. Because once the environment is not suited for you, suited for your greatness, suited to fuel you to good works, you're gonna be in trouble. And so, what I've realized is that I have to create that environment that fuels my greatness, that fuels my creativity. And when I find what that looks like, and I'm now speaking to you, when you find what that looks like, make sure that you go no less than that standard, because that environment is what you need to make you shine. And anything less than you shining is not going to work. The third thing I want to talk about is, and I think is the one that I struggled with the longest, and I feel that we're never done, working through it. Self-limiting belief. A lot of times as leaders, we are here putting out fires, we're there making decisions, we're everywhere being confident and decisive and just doing all that it takes to shine. However, while that is happening, there is this force inside us that would make us want to believe that we are not enough, that we're not doing enough, that we may not be even affecting the right persons. We may not be making positive changes. Anytime you hear that voice, I have come to realize that is not your voice. Because there are voices inside of us that will not necessarily be for our good. The minute we hear those voices, we're going to have to find a way, and I have been finding a way to suppress them, to eliminate them, to literally stop them in their tracks and say no. But go even further, which is what I did. Replace them with positive thoughts, thoughts of good, thoughts that says, I am born to win. I have talents and skills and abilities that God gave me for His good, His glory, for my good, and to affect others in a positive way. It has been a struggle, but just like the leadership professionals and thought leaders say, what is personal transformation? It really is you and I pushing through and pushing past all those obstacles and reaching forward to turn aspiration into actualization. Wow, I love it. And so, are you going through a personal transformation process? Are you a leader and going through one? Are you finding that you're having some struggles and you're not too sure what's going on? Remember, help is there. There are more persons going through what we are going through than we believe. And so, I want to leave you with this. You and I will never outperform what we think of ourselves. We will never outdo what we think we're capable of doing. So we're going to have to make sure that we change those limiting beliefs to positive self-affirming statements and declarations and proclamations. If you have to do it every day, if you have to find 5 things positive to say about yourself every day, do it. I am doing it. I've done it and I'm still doing it. Today, I am thankful that I'm working through that process because now I'm doing what I always loved and wanted to do. I'm consulting and coaching aspiring individuals and organizations who want authentic growth without the burden of this whole heap of theory and the overly expensive programs. I want to help. So if you need help, you can reach out to me. However, if you're going through your leadership journey and you feel comfortable to tell us about it, why don't you do that? Comment below or anywhere you find me on social media. And let's continue the conversation as leaders chasing authenticity. Thank you so much for following me and for listening. I really would love to hear what you have to say. All the bless. God bless.